We've got lots to cover in this video. What we need to happen with the crypto market moving into next week. We've got a quiet day Monday with President's Day. US markets are shut, and happy President's Day to all you US viewers. We've got Bitcoin, we've got the strength of the dollar, we've got your altcoin requests. I'm going to stop wasting your time and jump straight in. And we're going to start with the big daddy, the absolute beast that is Bitcoin. And it's gone through the 48,000 mark like a hot knife through butter. You can see that we're now at a previous resistance point, which is sitting at 51,000. You can see that was tested once, tested twice, tested three times. These resistance levels are getting weaker and weaker as Bitcoin starts pushing up the charts. So into next week, what is it that we need to happen? This is the daily chart, and each of the analysis that I'm going to cover today is going to be on the daily chart. So we've perched through the 48,000. We're expecting this 48,000 now to flip support. Now, what I want to see is we've got the stochastic RSI, and I want to show you what Bitcoin does and what Bitcoin tends to do in an uptrend with the stochastic RSI. See this here. We know that stochastic RSI measures the momentum, whether the market's overbought or oversold, and gives you an indication as to whether something's overbought or oversold. Bitcoin, this is something that Bitcoin does that the rest of the markets don't tend to do. When you're in a channel like this, an ascending channel, that's a bearish move. Bitcoin always breaks up from its ascending channel when it's got strength. Now you can see this happen time and time again. See, as this was pushing up, price action's pushing up, that's showing exhaustion. And as that's happening, the stochastic RSI is actually coming down and giving more strength until it's in an oversold position. Once it's in an oversold position, look what happens, bam, move to the upside. So we're going to use this as a measurement, and I want to see exactly how far Bitcoin retraces as this stochastic RSI pulls back down, because we have hit exhaustion. We've hit exhaustion time and time again with these ascending channels, time and time again. So I want to see how it reacts. It's going to come back and it should test this 48,000. We've got to come back and we've got to test the 48,000 as support. So that's what I'm expecting. And as that happens, I'm hoping that stochastic's going to come back down until it's oversold again at support, and then we can make another move to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin moving into next week. That'll take a few days to play out. So keep your eye on the stochastic RSI. That's going to be your indication as to how much strength that we've got and whether this 48,000 is actually going to flip as support. So Bitcoin dominance, a measure of Bitcoin dominance. This is a topping pattern here. You can see we made a high, made a new high slightly, come back down, made a lower high, and then a move to the downside. I'm expecting this to pull back. As this continues to pull back, I'm expecting strength in the rest of the crypto market. I'm expecting people to be coming out of Bitcoin and people to be coming out of stable coins and moving into higher risk assets to give a total three and move to the upside that we've been waiting for. So if we look at the total three, this is what's happened. We've actually managed to take out this resistance, and we expect this to come back and flip support. If this comes back and flips support, there's a move to the upside within the rest of the crypto market, and it excludes Bitcoin and it excludes Ethereum, total three. So if we come back and test this support band, move to the upside, 31% in the crypto market, excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum. And as far as how much money that is, it's $152 billion would surge into the rest of the altcoin market. So that's what I'm looking for. And a healthy pullback in dominance would actually give us confirmation that you'd expect some kind of a confirmation retracement and then push back to the upside. So USDT dominance, why do we measure this? People flood into USDT when they're in fear in the market as one of the least off-risk assets. So if you're in an off-risk asset, they go to Bitcoin, they go to stable coins. And when they're coming out of stable coins and the rest of the market's moving to the upside, this is what happens. They're selling their USDT. And this is what we predicted in the market time and time again over this level. We predicted this to happen. We wanted this to happen. We wanted weakness in USDT dominance and for other altcoins to start gaining in market cap in comparison. So we can look at the Dixie as well. We look at the Dixie. The Dixie isn't crypto related, it's dollar related, and it's dollar against the rest of the fiat currencies that's within the DXY, such as the euro, such as the Japanese yen, the Canadian dollar, and the Great British Pound, and a few others. So the euro is the dominant one against the US dollar. And we see when the dollar's strong, the euro tends to get weaker. And when the euro's weak, the dollar tends to get stronger. When the euro's strong, the dollar tends to be weak. And when the dollar's weak, it goes into other risk assets. So we can get a gauge as to where sentiment lies by looking at the DXY. And you can see we're expecting a bit of a pullback here on the DXY, and that would be good for the rest of the market. So we look at Render next. See, Render's just broke through a new level. It's put in a new local high, and Render's currently sitting at 5.5396. The bull's regained this level now, so this can act as support. The bull can take this as support, and the bear has gone back to the next level of resistance, which is sitting between $5.55 and $5.75 to the upside on Render. So you'd expect a bit of a pullback. We've hit a resistance level. Take this as support and then retake this previous resistance to hopefully regain support. So if I was waiting for a pullback on Render, I'd be looking between $4.62 and $4.89. And this would be my gauge. This is going to be my support, the 50-day moving average. As this keeps moving up, it can act as a trailing stop loss. Once price action falls below there, you can expect a bit of a retracement and possibly a reaction back all the way down to the 200 moving average. So use these moving averages as your support. As price goes up, look how it holds. So look how it holds. Next one, Cardano. Cardano's hit our level from the previous video, and it's trying to take this previous swing high, sitting at 67 cents. Price action currently trading at 62 cents. So what we're looking for again is to take this high out, act as support, retest, move to the upside. Higher levels on Cardano, once we've took this level, is sitting at 78 cents. Right, a couple of community requests. Zeta Chain. Hardly any data to go by on this. Right, what can we use here? Use an extension tool. From the swing low to the swing high. And I don't know how early this was on the decentralized exchanges, but this is OKX. Back down to the swing low. You got first price targets, equal measured move sitting at $2.93. It was just shy of $2.93. So that's going to be my first price targets. If we've got extensions of the 1272, you're looking at $3.43. But be careful with these ones. There's not much liquidity in there, high risk, and they can make major moves to the upside or downside alike. So make sure that you preserve your capital. Appropriate risk management is the key on these ones. So treat them as high risk. Next one's Moonbeam. Let's have a look at Moonbeam. What's Moonbeam done? Right, okay, so let's use a fib from the previous high and see where we're getting a reaction. We're getting a reaction at the 382, so I want price to close above that. Let's zoom into that a little bit. I want price to close above 44 cents in the short term. If price closes above that, you're looking at 48 cents as your next level. What's likely to happen is price is going to pull back and retest this previous resistance to act as support. That's sitting at 38 cents. So another high risk one, Moonbeam. Hope you did enjoy this analysis. Take care of yourself and goodbye from me. I'll see you in the next one.